Well, here you go. Slaughterhouse Canyon in June, end of June. Here we come through entrance exam, one of my favorites. You'll notice it's a left to right to left to right. So we're coming in through the upper entrance here, and you're going to come through a couple of big pour overs and a couple of drops. Some keeper holes that are always fun. They have this nice big berm coming up here, right here. Bam! Love smashing that thing. Then I always seem to kind of run into these rocks and a bunch of holes down here. Boom! It's just like powder skiing. Just like mogul skiing. So love, that was the top of entrance. Now we're going into lower entrance exam. We go through a bunch of these drops, kind of tight. It's running about 600 CFS here, and you can see there's a lot of tight bouldering drops. And it drops into each pour over consistently, and if you kind of lose your way, bam, you hit rocks. You can get caught up here pretty quick. You can get a breach, broach, or a bridge, but easy to pound through if you just keep a good line. Coming off of Slaughterhouse Falls, boom, the sneak on the left. Always get a nice tail squirt out of there. What a riot. Just rock and roll all the way through. One of my favorites, Slaughterhouse Falls. Dropped it in just about every level. You can go left, right, or straight. Boom. Coming off. This is upper bridge. So this comes into an area where there's a lot of different play waves, some side holes, stuff like that, all the way through bridges. And that's the bridges run is just kind of a pretty easy class 4. Nothing major, but just a lot of bouldering like this. At higher water, you get real big holes through here. Got a lot of great splat moves, stuff like that. You'll see I pull a couple of ski jumps here. I do a couple of half splats. It's kind of low water, but the splats are still available even at these low water. Here I splat and almost went upside down, got a huge tail squirt. And then rolling back through bridges. Lower bridge is one of my favorites. You get a lot of these multiple eddies and some crazy funny water. Really good for tail squirts and enders if you can get in there, make some mystery moves. Great for splats though. A lot of big, fat, soft holes. They're just fun. There's a little wave right by the treatment plant. Easy to catch all the way up to about 1500 CFS, then it disappears. But it's about 1.5 to 2 miles into your run, and then you'll have a straight run out. There's a couple ski jumps coming in here. This is right above what I call bicycle, otherwise known as Hell's Half Mile. That's what the rafters call it. So coming into Hell's Half Mile, this top section, a lot of play boating. And then here we go. This is like a lunch break area, and then coming into Hell's Half Mile. Boom, you got a lot of technical maneuvers through this half mile. It's just real consistent drops, boulders, a lot of crux moves. When I say crux, I mean there's not heavy consequences, but there is quite a bit in this run, in this quarter to a half mile area, that if you lose control and lose your boat, like I've seen many people do, they end up swimming a majority of it, or at least don't get their boat until the bottom. Nice big hole here, one of my favorites. Boom! It gets real big at about 1600. It's a friggin' man-eater. Seen it eat rafts, kayakers, just about everybody. Then going through this, the lower part of Hell's Half Mile, just a lot of fun. A lot of great moves in here. Getting a big drip there. You just get a lot of face shots. It reminds me of just like one of my favorite mogul runs. You know, it's just like a nice long powdery mogul run, real soft and squishy. Lots of turns, lots of berms, lots of boofs. Just great stuff through here. Just rocking and rolling. I love to do the shoulder into the into the boulder move probably about a half dozen times through the Hell's Half Mile. Now we're getting into lower Hell's Half Mile. Still some really good left to right moves, right to left moves. Big waves, big standing waves, nice pour overs, really aerated water through here. Really good for doing some of those spins, catching a wave, and then keep going down the river. Take a peek and then make your next move. And just literally work each hole to kind of stop you, suck you in, spin you around, take a look, and then head on down the river. Great technical kayaking without consequences. Lots of fun. So as we get through the lower section, you're going to see I do the spin, I do the look and the draw, and then go ahead and pull myself out, make up my mind for the next move I'm going to make. Boom, boom, coming through, draw, draw, and then figure out my next route. So you just plan your attack using each hole to soften up your speed heading downriver. And that's it for Hell's Half Mile. Then you start heading into well, there's a favorite wave right above these two rapids. And these two rapids are called Gunsight and Frog Rock. And I'll show you why. We're coming into Gunsight right now. And Gunsight's pretty cool. Has a couple of big waves up top. Great for surfing at higher water. And you come into Gunsight and you're going to see a big drop, and it's a real tight kind of notch line. So you go off this falls, boom, and then you got to hug this rock because there's a big pour over right here. Boom, you make that. Then you got to go right through this Gunsight. Bam, right there. Hence the name Gunsight. Here's Frog Rock. You can see the frog eating the tree. So boom, tight on the right there. I just smashed that boulder. Boom, left, and then I hang tight again to this one right, and then boof, berm off that left. So a couple of nice tight lines through there. And then after Gunsight and Frog Rock, which were after Hell's Half Mile, you come to the final kind of crux move here. This is called triple drop, and it can be run left, right, or center. It does have a raft ripper in the middle and has a tendency to get huge keeper holes at higher levels. But you'll see I come into this, I'm going to run it dead center. So boom, you can see right and left, there's two big rocks I just pinned right through these pillars. And then there's a couple of big holes that form at higher water. I just ran through one of them. Here's the other one. Boom. And I'm going to turn around and kind of show you the rapid at high speed. And as I'm turning around, I realize there's a lot of stuff below me. And this is one fun part about Slaughterhouse, is it's so consistent. If you don't stay on your toes, it'll grab you. But it almost gets me, and just for kicks here, I throw in a roll just to show you that it can happen that fast. Then after triple drop, you have a lot of big berms like this all the way out. Just really good, fun clay boating. And you can take your time on this run. You can take an hour in high water, or you can take 3 or 4 hours or an entire day and just really use every feature that this run has to offer. And as you can see, I mean, look at these big bouldering, pillowing clouds, and you know, you get a lot of explosive waves. This is one of my fave waves that's inside the lower part of the canyon, forms up, kind of chokes out the river, blasts this thing up. It's about a 6-foot face right here at this time. Fast, steep, easy to get in, easy to ride. Beautiful waves like that all the way through this run. Very, very exciting. One of the best play runs besides numbers, and I think it's even better than the numbers in the state of Colorado. I think it's definitely my favorite Class 4 by far. And you can see why. Look at this. Another wave. Boom. Hit it. Take a look. See, get your plan of attack for downriver. Here's another one. I'll hit it. I'll spin. I'll scope downriver. Boom. Scope downriver. Try to surf it. Head downriver. And then just boom. Just on top of you. More and more and more. Just never lets up. A very exciting run. Lots of ski jumps in here in this lower section. Boom. Love it. But Slaughterhouse Canyon, folks, 4.7 miles of sheer bliss. If you like mogul skiing, you like whitewater kayaking, I mean, this is the run for you in Colorado. It does only run about May through mid-June. We're lucky. Boom, nice big ski jump there. But you want to run it above 500. Anything below 250 gets pretty scratchy. Now here we're coming into Hawaii 5-0. You'll see me coming in. Boom, big wave. Perfect surfer. It was made by a bridge that used to exist there, so it pulls up this big berm and back and makes for this beautiful glass wave with this nice white froth top. It just holds you in there. Real easy riding, real easy gliding. Hang 10 all the way. Definitely one of my favorites, Hawaii 5-0. Magnum PI all the way, baby. Woohoo! You can see me just hanging out in here. Probably took a little too much time. I tried to edit some of it out, but it's such a kick. I think you can feel the vibe. Just back and forth, just cruising. And this is how this run is. There's never anybody hardly here. Just like Aspen skiing. You have all this great terrain and nobody around. Just paddle spin your brains right out. Now heading back down out of here, this is pretty much it. We have a couple of nice big surfer waves in the last quarter mile, a couple of berm rocks. Right here you'll see a couple of moves that are classic with this run. Just big boulder and left, right, left, just bashing them one after another. Pillow City, a lot of sneaks in between boulders, lots of fun. Make it as technical as you want to make it. Look at how clean that water is. Unbelievable. One of the most beautiful runs in Colorado. And then you'll see you take out at Wilton Jaffe Park. You can go to Woody Creek Tavern for a beer, some great green chili afterwards. Nothing like the people around here, the social scene, one of the best. To you guys, to the River Rats.